Hey everyone! In this quick video, I'm going to be going over how to set up games with Portmaster on your retro handhelds across a couple different devices that I have on hand. If you don't know what Portmaster is, it's a really cool community project where people can make ports of games to run on Linux handhelds. There are games like Stardew Valley, Half-Life, and even Doom 3 all available to get up and running on your device. There are options for ready-to-play games such as Bungie's original Marathon series that you can just download right off of the Portmaster storefront and they're fully playable right away. But there are also games that require you to pull the data files from your Steam or GOG library of games to get them to work. With that being said, I'm going to be looking primarily at games that you would need to set up. In my experience, it's really hit or miss on getting some of these games running when transferring files over from your PC, but hey, I got 3 handhelds here and we're going to go see what happens and what works and what doesn't. Alright, going over the devices that I'll be using in this video, I'll be using an RG34XXSP, Miyoo Flip V2, and my old RG351MP that I've had for years. Just a quick note, Portmaster isn't natively supported on some stock OSs and it would require you to flash a custom firmware onto your microSD card to get Portmaster to work on your device. All of these devices are using custom firmwares that do support Portmaster officially and unofficially. On the RG34XXSP, I'm running Mustard OS, which has Portmaster on it. The Miyoo Flip V2 is running Spruce OS, which has Portmaster on it as well. From my understanding, the Portmaster on the Miyoo Flip isn't officially supported, but it's on there and it should work for some games, so we're just going to test that out. Lastly, we have my old RG351MP, which I'm running DARK OS on it, and it has Portmaster natively on it. Also, I just want to make a quick note of this, that all these devices are very different from one another. They all have different screen resolutions, processors, RAM amounts, and operating systems, so this isn't really an apples to apples comparison, but more of an overview of getting Portmaster up and running on multiple different devices. I'm going to be going through just a couple of games in this video, which consists of Stardew Valley and Morrowind. There are hundreds of other games that you can get installed on these devices, but I chose these ones since these are the ones I'm most likely going to play on them. Now, with all that being said, let's get into installing some Portmaster games. Starting off, I'm going to show you how to install Morrowind, and we're going to be using the RG34XXSP for this one. First off, you would go and install the game on your Windows computer. There are other ways you can get these files off of a Mac or a Linux PC, but for this video, I'm going to be using Windows since that's what I'm the most familiar with. I'm going to be installing the Game of the Year version off Steam, but you can also get the data files from your GOG account as well. While that's downloading, I'm going to be moving on over to the RG34XXSP to get the base files installed on the device. You'd simply just open up the Portmaster app while connected to the internet. It may ask you to install an update to the most recent version of Portmaster on boot, so make sure you update it if that prompt comes up. After that, navigate over to the install file for Morrowind. You might have to go and search and click through a list a little bit to get to it. Once you get to it, make sure you click install, and then it will start downloading and installing the base files needed to run the game without the game data. At this point, after it's fully installed, back out of Portmaster and then shut your device down. You would just need to remove the microSD card from your device and then connect it to your computer. After getting it connected to your computer and the game is done downloading, you would just need to navigate to your Steam install location in the File Explorer, go into Steam apps, and then after you enter there, go to Common, and then it should show a list of all your games. This is where we're going to go and pull the data from. These are all the installed Steam games that you currently have, so we're going to look for the one that does say Morrowind. Each Portmaster game will have its own instructions on what files you'll need to transfer over from your computer to your microSD card to get it working. It can be hit or miss if it will work the first time. If you transfer something over and it's slightly off, the game will most likely not launch and crash with a black screen kicking you back to the main menu. But after transferring the data files that we need for Morrowind, we should be good to go. We just now need to eject the microSD card and install it back in our handheld. Now at this point, we need to make sure everything works by trying out the game that we just got all set up. This is where you can run into some issues of some games crashing, throwing errors, or giving other problems. If everything works and boots, then awesome, you're all set to play. If it doesn't and crashes, then we're gonna have to do some troubleshooting. This could include reinstalling the game's base files or making sure that we followed all the instructions absolutely perfectly with putting the correct files in the right spot. There's also times where the game could take upwards to a minute to load, so don't throw in the towel immediately if something's taking forever to load. Also keep in mind that some games may just not load or work depending on your hardware. Like the Miyoo Flip V2 has a warning when you do use Portmaster that it isn't supported, and a lot of games may not work, but in my experience, a lot of the games that I've tried have worked, except for a few of them like Doom 3 that didn't, but it all depends on which devices you're using them on. Another cool thing about Portmaster games that I'm not really seeing a lot of people talk about is that after you get a game fully set up on one device, you can easily transfer over the game files from that one device to another device. It pretty much lets you skip over doing all the steps of having to download the game and then transferring the files over from your computer to your other device. I'm going to be showing a quick little example here with Morrowind where I have it fully set up and running on my RG351MP, and I'm going to easily transfer over to my RG34XXSP and just start playing it. Just a quick note, I uninstalled it off the RG RG34XXSP before doing this and completely wiped the files from the device, this should be a full clean example of it since I just installed it on it. You would just need to make sure that you download the base files from the Portmaster app on the device that you're going to be transferring the files to. After that, you would just need to power down both the devices and connect both micro SD cards to your computer. Then you would just need to locate the files from the install location on one device that it's already installed on and pretty much just copy and paste those files over to the other device's Portmaster directory. It will ask you if you want to replace the files that already exist. I usually click to skip this, but if you run into some issues, try to replace them with those files from the other device that it worked on to see if that helped. This does not work for all games in my experience. Like when I transferred over my files for Half-Life between two different devices, it didn't work on the other device I transferred it to. I ended up having to refollow all the install steps, transfer over the game files, reinstall it from Steam, do the whole, song and dance to get it re-added. It's pretty cool that this even works in the first place, letting you skip some steps, but it isn't 100% perfect. If you do run into some issues where it doesn't work after you do the transfer, you can also go into the Portmaster app and try to reinstall the base game files. I found this to work for me sometimes when I was troubleshooting. Now moving over to installing Stardew Valley next, we're going to be following the same steps as we did with Morrowind. We're just going to go into Steam, download the game, and this is where it differs a little bit than Morrowind. For this one, we need to install the game and then change over the version to the compatibility version of it to make it work with Portmaster. To do this, you simply just go to Properties in Steam, go down to the game version. At this point, you would go and select the one that says compatibility and Steam will do the rest. After changing it over, the game should update super quick and change the game version over. Then you're pretty much ready to go with getting this onto our handheld. Going back to our handheld, we're just going to need to install the base files of Stardew Valley from the Portmaster app. After this is done, we're going to go and close out of Portmaster, power down the device. Same as before, we get our micro SD card, connect it to our computer, and then head over to the Steam install folder, then Steam apps, common, locate the Stardew Valley install folder, and then copy everything from the retail folder to the game data folder on the micro SD card. This pretty much includes everything with the exe. At this point, we're pretty much done and we just need to reinstall the micro SD card in the handheld and test out the game. For some reason, my Miyoo Flip V2's Wi-Fi decided to stop working while I was putting this video together, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a Portmaster game on a device that's offline without access to the internet. You would first just have to pull your micro SD card from your device and plug it into your computer. After that, you'd go to the Portmaster website and download the base zip file for the game. This is the same file that the Portmaster app would download onto your device for context. I've done this a couple times on my RG34XXSP where you would just put the zip file on the device and extract it to install. I'm going to be extracting the files after transferring it over, and I'm going to be transferring over the game data at the same time. Just keep in mind that manually installing Portmaster games does differ from device to device and OS to OS. Like Mustard OS and Arc OS, you can auto install the game zip files via the auto installer, but they're both located in different locations in the directory for those. For the Miyoo Flip V2 with Spruce OS, I just had to make sure that I extracted the files into the correct folder and transfer the game data that is needed, and it all should work. Now after doing all that work, Stardew Valley is now in our ports folder and should boot up after the long loading screen. If you do run into issues here where it doesn't launch, I'd recommend you trying to extract the base file via the zip file again and double checking that you put all the correct data into the correct folders on the SD card. After that, it pretty much wraps up all the basics on getting Portmaster games set up on your device. Also on a side note, if you guys do like these 3D printed grips I have on my Miyoo Flip V2 and RG34XXSP, I'll have the link to the STL files for them if you want to 3D print them yourselves from Thingiverse in the description below. I didn't make these, but they make playing games where you have to use both the thumbsticks a lot more comfortable to use on these devices. So if you guys want them, give them a shot. Anyways, I hope you all liked this quick tutorial on setting up some Portmaster games, and feel free to drop a comment below on your favorite Portmaster games. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next one.